Good Thursday afternoon, everyone. Thanks for stopping by for a check of your forecast. Hope everyone enjoyed some of that snowfall we had last night and this morning. Unfortunately, there were a lot of us that did not have that much moisture, Amarillo being included in that. But we're going to go ahead and take a look outside first and foremost over in Red River, New Mexico. It is December 4th, year of our Lord 2025, and we are just past 4 p.m. here in Amarillo. And we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the snow totals that we had yesterday and then just kind of show you what to expect through the weekend. And for any of those that have plans to attend the Electric Light Parade tomorrow, it's going to be a colder one for us this year, so you will definitely want to bundle up. It looks like the natural snow is kind of come and gone. There's just some man-made snow up there right now. Temperature still below freezing, but again, still a pretty nice sight out there. You can see all the snow getting taken off and cleared off of the roads there. Some of the semi trucks driving up and down Main Street in Red River. Here's our snow totals around the region. We did have 2 inches measured in Grenville there in central Union County. The colors that you see here displayed on the map is radar estimated. These are actual observations, though, that you see here displayed. We do have a hole in the radar coverage up here, so that's why it doesn't look like it snowed in the northwest side of Union County. But again, observations confirm that they had around 1 to 3 inches of rain there in most of the county. They actually had almost 4 inches of snow over in Amistad, 3.5 in Texline, Dalhart reaching 2 inches of snow accumulation, 3.5 in Stratford. Stinnett picked up 2 inches of snow. And you can see again, we've got this gap where we really didn't have much, if any, accumulation up on the north side of Curry County, extending through much of Deaf Smith and Randall County. And then as you got up on the northern half of Potter County, there was probably 1 to 2 inches of snow up there, but the north side of Amarillo, only around 2/10 of an inch of accumulation this morning and about 1/10 of an inch out at the airport. Now, there was a half-inch report in Canyon. That was kind of way on the south side of town, like way down here, closer to really Happy. But there was about 2/10 measured in town there in Canyon. So anywhere from a quarter to a half inch was measured there in the Canyon area. We haven't seen a report from Shamrock or Clarendon so far. This is where we probably had anywhere from just a dusting to as much as 1 to 2 inches of snow. Looks like a lot of it melted as you got off the cap rock. Silverton only picking up a half inch of accumulation, but they had 3.5, 5 or 6 miles east of Tulia. So again, there were some narrow corridors in here that got a decent snow, but it just wasn't for everyone. Let's take a look at your temperatures outside. 41 in Amarillo, 36 in Silverton, 38 in Tulia, 34 in Dalhart. Wind chills in the 30s and 20s, so take a jacket with you if you plan on being outside. Temperatures tonight are going to be frigid. We're gonna fall back into the teens and 20s. We'll have wind chills down into the teens by tomorrow morning, and maybe even some near single-digit wind chills where there's a little bit of some snow maybe still left around in some isolated areas. But again, that's going to be kind of spotty for where that happens. Here's our planner for tomorrow, expecting those temperatures to climb back up into the upper 40s in the afternoon. It is going to be a cold start, so just something to keep in mind. By the evening, if you're going to go out there to the Electric Light Parade, which is going to be down Polk Street, starts at 6 p.m., it's going to be a cold night. A lot of 40s there for most of the event, and then in the 30s by 8 and 9 p.m. So dress in layers, take your gloves, take your beanie, take your hat. The theme is West Texas Christmas. So again, if you want to go dress up for it, certainly feel free to. But again, it is going to be a cold night. So if you are going to be out, just make sure you dress warm. Let's go ahead and run you through the computer model. We've really got a quiet forecast pattern coming up. Aside from this cold front that's going to come through on Saturday, we're really not expecting much active weather through the middle portion of December. We will have probably some drier cold fronts to contend with, but the moisture is going to be a rare commodity. Not expecting any moisture with that next front this weekend, and really not expecting any moisture probably over the next 2 weeks. It's going to be a very dry stretch for us. Probably going to be a little warmer than normal. We're going to have a southwest ridge build back into place over the desert southwest. So this is that positive P&A pattern where you get a lot of the lake effect snow from the big trough events that come swinging through the Great Lakes region. You'll probably have these Alberta clippers come through too. So they're going to be colder than normal. They'll probably be a little bit wetter than normal up here in the northern portion of the continental U.S. The south, a lot drier and definitely going to be warmer for us here on the western half of the south portion of the country. And you can see again this very La Nina-like pattern where you get some good moisture off the Pacific Northwest. Don't really get that notable trough, but we still have wetter than normal conditions expected around the Great Lakes. The lake effect snow machines have really been off to a good start this year. in some years, I mean, in recent years specifically, it's been pretty hard to get some good lake effect going on more than, say, one or two events through the first half of winter. But they've had several lake effect events so far. It looks like they're going to have some more through the next 6 to 10 days, leading up to closer to Christmas. So it definitely looks like they will be wetter than normal, and a lot of that is going to be winter weather as well. But for us, we will probably stay dry. Here's our 7 day tracker. Tomorrow will be chilly. Saturday, not bad, probably seasonal. Lots of upper 50s for those high temperatures. Then the next front eases through. It's a dry frontal passage. And then we're back up into the 60s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's even a few signs that we might get into the low 70s for a day or two. So definitely very warm for December standards. Eventually, we'll get another really cold shot of air at some point. It might be the end of December, could be January, but for now, things look quiet in the near term in the next 6 to 10 days. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and don't forget to hit that like button, and we'll see you